Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Well, you got me looking at Turbo Draft, but we're not going to be doing Turbo Draft. I announced that we're going to be doing traditional cube, and we're going to be doing just that. Apologies, I should have swapped it out earlier, but uh, so I will definitely do Turbo Draft, but I'll probably do it sometime later during the week. But for now, we want to do a bunch of greatest hits. Say goodbye to Cube. Say goodbye to all the good stuff. Then, and also probably because at least with Ikoria, it was very clear what to do with Turbo Draft. With everything costing 5 less, it was very clear. You choose the mutate plan. All the good creatures, all the good mutate, they come down really cheap. They come down really hard. That was pretty much how you do it. Teros Beyond that, not that clear. In fact, a lot of it kind of breaks some of the good stuff, and it like the typical constellation decks, and it just leans toward the different one, but I'm not too sure which one. So I want to do a little more. I want to take a look at it a little more before committing to it. That said, we are about to start Cube in a short while. So yeah, for those tuning in, please don't forget to drop a like so that I can greet you guys properly as soon as I see it. I promise I will figure out how to do live comments one day, or at least get them to show up on the stream at least. But now we're ready to start, and let's see. Well, it's not a bad delay at that. I think we're like only like 5-6 second delay. Yeah, not the delay is not too bad. Hey, yeah, thank you for throwing a like, Ralph Rivera. Thank you for throwing a like also. Nice to see you. I hope you guys have a great week. Notwithstanding the fact that we're gonna be stuck in our houses for a little while longer. We're basically stuck for the entirety of April. But we're gonna make the best out of it. Most importantly, I hope you guys all stay safe. Speaking of which, what do we take in our first pick? Okay, so let's see. Best removal, Erebos. Tergrid is there, but I don't know how many good sacrifice effects are there. Ox of Angonas, always relatively solid. It's a good way to refill the hand. I probably will take this one. I want to try avoiding black. White looks very good. Lyra is without decent answers. Lyra is very hard to answer. But and there's quite a bit of white. I'm gonna just take the Ox because the red is not so great here. Then again, it doesn't really matter what your first few picks are going to be. So, yeah, thank you for liking. Please do check out the page. Now I regret not taking Lyra now that we have an Angel of Sanctions. This is probably one of the best removal pieces. That said, I still will take this. That's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. Also note that we have a choice between green-red and black-red much later, so we'll pay attention to these dual lands. Now, yeah, could use some better way of updating this and whatnot. Also, so right now we could have had a very decent mono white start, or rather a mono white control start. We would have picked our top ends, but the problem would be what would have been everything in the middle. That said, this one's still a problem too. It's not perfect. Jason Cornwell followed Shepherd Gaming Run. Thank you for following the page. I hope you're enjoying us right now. We got a very good. Now we have removal here in Giant Killer. This one's probably a lot better than Glorious Protector. Glorious Protector is very good if we're protecting from Wrath effects, or if we're trying to, even if it's a one-on-one protection, it's very good. Also note that yeah, looks like black is kind of dry, red is kind of dry, so we might be but it's possible that we're getting cut off on red, so we should hinge on white. But the question is, what do we hinge? I kind of want to take the Giant Killer because it answers it answers the greatest hits. It's basically a removal spell, and we get advantage as Giant Killer afterwards. I want to take that one. Hoping the aerial responder wheels. Okay. So we got some good cheap stuff. I probably will take Charming Prince or Remorseful Cleric. Stram's expertise. We need some CMC 3 or less spells, but it does give us good incentive to do that, so we should be on the lookout. But then again, I kind of want something cheaper. There's a Torrential Gear Hulk, but blue looks awfully dry. There's a Lurrus, but we're way too top heavy at this point. Well, so far. Darfleet would be nice. Magma Jet is pseudo removal. I'm gonna take the Charming Prince. It's actually interesting, Charming Prince, if we can blink Angels. Well, it's not that great actually. Gitu Lava Runner, not so great. Pride of Conquerors. Overwhelming Splendor. Ooh, wow. I might as well just take God Pharaoh's Gift here and see if we can wheel towards that. That's one plan. Another plan is Bastion of Remembrance. Use it to buy more time, but that means the Ox plan is gone. Vivian Reed, always good, so I guess I could just take her as part of a greatest hits plan. There's Hostage Taker, but it's 2 colors. God Pharaoh's Gift requires a good amount of playing around with. I think I'd rather have Vivian Reed at this point. I don't want to take Overwhelming Splendor, it's too expensive. So we're going to speculate between one of these 2 colors. Royal Eruption, deem worthy, so we got some very good removal here. There's a Bag of Holding that builds us up a bit. I kind of want to take the Royal Eruption to be on the safe side. Deem worthy is nice, but it's too expensive for our taste right now. I don't want to take Pelt Collector, that's for certain. I'm gonna take the Royal Eruption here. Militia Bugler, we're not that kind of deck quite yet. Banishing Light and Lightning Strike. Okay, now we have decent options here. I kind of want to take the Lightning Strike, but Banishing Light is... Well, there's also an Undo inversion. Mentor of the Meek, unfortunate... Well, we have a start, but we're not too sure in our top end here. Also, we're not too sure on red either, so I might just take the Banishing Light because that seems to be the one color I'm sure of. And, okay. I can always just take the Temple of Abandon if I want to speculate between one of these 2 colors. I can also take Shelter Ticket for that same reason. Terramorphic Expanse looks well standard. There's an Ancestral Blade, but that's not exciting. I probably will take the Shelter Ticket. Yes, predicted the... Okay, as predicted, the Angel's gone. Akum Hellhounds came back. A lot of the blue came back, so... Yeah, I think we're fighting... We're pretty much fighting on these colors. I will take the Grateful Apparition for what it's worth. I could also just take Hallowed Fountain to see if we can wheel some blue. Am I willing to give up 3 picks for that? Do I want to play Grateful Apparition to begin with? Probably not. I'll take the Hallowed Fountain. Let's see if we can speculate a bit more. Okay, we got Tajik, so I guess we're really going red-white at this point. Tajik's always good. I don't want to take Zetpala this early. We got the Aerial Responder back, which is very good news here. And, oh, we even got Remorseful Cleric and Sram's Expertise. Now, do note, you have to have the card in hand. Also, Magma Jet while we're flooding in choice. I'm going to take the Sram's Expertise. See if we can wheel... Pride of Conquerors, not so much. Overwhelming Splendor, too expensive. Yeah, we'll take the Pride. Not too sure if I really want either to begin with. We'll take the Warrant Warden because we are speculating on a blue splash this time. And we get Plain White Celebration. Hey, Amaria's Call and Cleansing Nova, and okay, we have a wealth of red cards. So I don't regret not going into green given this situation. There's no real blue card to speak of. Amaria's Call is good even if it's just a land. I might want to take Cleansing Nova because our reset switch is never bad in this case. Doesn't exactly fit our plan, but it's kind of... On the flip side is we might be way too top heavy. This would be our 3rd 5-drop. Well, then again, Amaria's Call is a 7-drop. I would like to take one of these cheaper removal spells. I'll take the Cleansing Nova. It's let's have at least one reset switch. Giant's Immolating Inferno. Escape to the Wilds. This is a very good card to splash green for, so I will take this one. There's really no reason not to take this. We already took the Shelter Ticket. Kind of wish we got the Stomping Ground, but... Okay, we have a Sun Petal Grove. We have a Crag Crown Pathway. I definitely want to take the Sun Petal Grove because at least it gives us our main color, which is white. We have an Unbreakable formation, which is fine. Captain Lanry's Storm is also a good way to accelerate. Let's do a check. 6 and 5. We will take... I'm going to take one land. I don't want to speculate. I want to at least take the land I prefer more. Finale of Devastation. We can use it. X equals... no, wait. Double green. There's an Earthshaker Kenra. We can use that to buy some... We could use it to buy some time, I guess. Another thing we can also do is just take the Dragonkin Berserker. It's a 2/2 first strike. It's not bad, actually. We might be able to boast some things out. Clarion Spirit, I'll wait to see if I get more stuff. Then Siege Gang Commander's a good top end. We have Adanto Vanguard, which is always solid. Heroic Reinforcements is relatively fine, but I'd rather have that wheel. I think I will take the Adanto Vanguard, if only to be extremely annoying. Pyromancer is fine if we were more main red rather than main white. Got Kazandu Mammoth. We got Qatar's Crusade, another expensive card. We're just flooding with it, having a lot of expensive cards. Usher of the Fallen. I might rather just take the Abrade here at this point. We need to have a good amount of removal. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 reset switch. Oh, technically I have 5 pieces of removal, so that's kind of fine, I guess. Can't complain too much about that. Really want to see, find a way to see who's live so I can greet you guys properly. For now, just throw a like so that I can greet you guys properly. And we're gonna get even more removal. Declaration in Stone. So far we got lots of removal, so we're actually more controlling. At this point, yeah, so we want to focus on creatures that are... We're not in an aggro plan at this point. We're just focusing on really good creatures. So basically we're pretty much red-white control. Again. Oh gosh. I have to decide now between Devil's Play and Clifftop Retreat. The safe play is Clifftop Retreat. Devil's Play is fine, but we're not exactly hitting a ton of mana, so I will take the Clifftop Retreat. So we do have our mana base sorted out. I can still play Warrant and Warden also. A 4/4 Sphinx is not bad, and double white is relatively doable as long as we pay attention to our mana. Yeah, technically even the Warrant and Warden is playable right now. We have a Hallowed Fountain, so it's not too bad. Got the Emeria's Callback, we got Saheeli, we got... Shock is the safe one, but there's also a Cosmos Elixir. We are playing more like a control deck. I'm gonna take the Cosmos Elixir. I don't think we're gonna be short on playables at this rate. We have a Golden Egg. We have an Insult to Injury also. Insult to Injury is a bit hard to play. We're not that heavy red. Same with Jai's Immolating Inferno. I might just take the egg. There's Sphinx's Foresight, but we're only splashing for 1 blue, and even that's questionable. Let's just take the egg. And yeah, we got the Cragcrown pathway in, so our green splash is secured. The blue splash, not so much. We got a Dual Caster Mage, which... Well, if we're not copying Neoform, we're not doing it right. Well, same can be said with Finale of Devastation. There's also a Guardian Idol just to accelerate a little bit. Fine, I'll speculate on the Finale because that's the most powerful one. We got Vaish. We'll take the Heroic Reinforcements. That one came back well. We'll take Usher. So we're still speculating on the Warrant Warden part, but otherwise everything is looking fine. And a Ruin Blaster, which might randomly be decent. I'm gonna bin the Warrant Warden for now. Hey, we got the... Okay, we opened the best spell possible, which is Starnheim Unleashed. This is probably the best one we can get away with. So, but we're gonna take a look at things that we might want to wheel. Like, Immortal Sun's a good one, Fabled Passage is a good one. Well, the lands are good. Seal Away is fine. Integrity Intervention is fine also. It's definitely Starnheim Unleashed. There's no question about that. Also got Heliod's Intervention as control. we got an Oketras Monument. How many white creatures do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 and only 4 benefit from the first part. We got an additional 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, 7. 4. Okay, so not that many creatures to benefit off this. I might just take the Magmatic Channeler because it just keeps drawing stuff. Safest pick is really Treasure Map. Actually, no, we'll take the Rogrin Triome. No, I should give up on 1 splash. We're taking the Treasure Map. It probably feels bad that oh, okay. Divine Visitation. Not. It's kind of fine. It combos with Heroic Reinforcements, but that's about it. Angel of Invention is probably the better go white card. I will take that one. Shame we're passing Gear Hulk and whatnot. I can't really take green cards at this point because we're literally splashing for just 1. Sarkhan the Masterless, also a very good one. Maul of the Skyclaves is okay. We're gonna take another reset switch in Doomscar. So with that said, we're gonna cut the Usher. We're not really a creature heavy deck, so we're gonna cut Usher. We're going to cut. Okay, we'll cut that one for now. Adanto Vanguard's still fine, even if we're using it in block mode. Actually, no, we might end up cutting that one too. So we'll need to find something decent along those lines. Alexander Bauer, thank you for throwing a like on this video. So, yeah, do follow the page if you're interested as well. And let's see, Boss Reach 10 is fine. Needle Verge Pathway, we can fix our mana to. Technically, we're better off fixing our mana. Basri's Lieutenant doesn't really do much for us. Yeah, let's just fix our mana at this point. I'm just looking out for cards that really blow me away. Essentially, cards that make me feel like I've eaten something that Yukihira so much is cooked. That kind of effect, more or less. So Aerial Responder is kind of one of our weaker ones. Goblin Ruin Blaster depends on the matchup, but it should be fine. Also kind of want to have more 2s and 3s. Well, there's a Mangara, there's a Gilded Lotus. There's a Sphinx's Rev, but we're not splashing blue anymore. I guess I'll take the Mangara just fine here, but I'm not too sure if I want to take it. So, okay, we got Histe. Binalo. Probably just take the History of Binalo. It's just Inspiring Vantage, which is fine. Embered Shieldbreaker is good anti-artifact stuff. It's also cheap. I would rather have his History of Benalia. Yeah, we'll just take the History of Benalia. So, they got the... Okay, we're also taking... Oh, Glass Casket or Fairgrounds Warden. Probably the Warden. So, that one is more vulnerable, so I have to be careful with that. So, probably need to make a cut here. I think I'll cut the egg for now. Okay, we got the Integrity Intervention back. Chandra Acolyte the Flame is also on point there. There's also a Seal Away. This one's more expensive. I think I will just take the Seal Away. But we're playing traditional also if I did not misclick. So we... Okay, I'm gonna take the Chromatic Ori. We can also take a Crawling Barrens, but we're splashing on color, so never mind that. Ronas, Noxious Gear Hulk. I'm just gonna deny someone the Noxious Gear Hulk. Sorry. Okay, we have options between... Oh, we got plenty of options here. We got 1 instant, 8 sorcery. So Young Pyromancer, so maybe... I think I'll take Sarkhan. I'll have to figure out who makes the cut, who does not though. So... Not too... But otherwise, we have to... Like, some spells here are a bit on the, what we call, questionable side. But we're gonna... But we definitely have a control output at this point. So... Let's see. Other control plans, Seal Away... Like, I can just cut our creatures to a minimum. Ox is fine, Escape is fine. We definitely need win con, so Sarkhan has to come in. Which means I'm relying on these 2 angels. Heroic Reinforcements probably goes. It's a go wide, but it's not the best kind of go wide. Also, let's fix our man. Let's do our mana first. Kind of wish we got the Fabled Passage, but this one's fine. It gives me options for Finale and Vivian Reed if I need to side those in. But for now, we have to play this like a control deck, so we're not relying on too many creatures. So Aerial Responder is fine because it's lifelink and vigilant, so it buys us time. Historic Benalia, kind of fine. This one feels more like a finisher, but that's weird. Goblin Ruin Blaster's also in that weird space. Like, I can put the seal away, use it to side out. Let's see, because Charming Prince helps us a bit. Probably Ruin Blaster. It's not... We can mess with someone's mana, but it's not that often relevant. The seal away might be more relevant, so we're going to lead with this one. So we have an interesting curve here. It's all about getting control early, maintaining control early, and seeing if we can get away with it early. So this is Boros control. We are splashing for the Escape to the Wilds, which is probably one of the best spells to hit. I will consider seeing if I can add some other stuff here. Like if our opponent goes wide, we add Mangara and probably even Usher or whatnot. We'll see as we play. We'll play by ear. We also have Warrant Warden as an option. We can splash the Hallowed Fountain if we need to. We're not running the Chromatic Orrery because we're not that reliant on that. Okay, so it's a good thing we're playing traditional, so our alternate choices make more sense. Yeah, so if you're tuning in, we are doing traditional cube because I understand this a lot more than Turbo Terros Beyond That. Actually, I will do a video on that someday, just not today. We have Foretell Starnheim. I don't need the green mana quite yet, so I can even cycle. But I'm more likely to play this out. The double white is an slight issue. I forgot to pay attention to my mana, but I will most likely play this out first. Foretell Starnheim, hold up Banishing Light. And because I know I'm going to foretell this one, I am not holding this a cycle. Okay, I'm gonna play the white mana first because I'm playing the white mana first in case I hit another white mana. I want to have the option to be able to play Aerial Responders. Opponent so far looks like mono red, which is not good news. Magda. Okay, we hit the double. But you know what? I'm actually going to just play Banishing Light. Our opponent has not demonstrated anything outside of mono red, so I don't think they can ever get rid of this. Next turn, we'll be able to Stram's Expertise into Aerial Responder. So, looks like mono red. Dragonkin Berserker. Oh, they have that too. Also, hey, we also got Cosmos Elixir, but we're gonna run the Stram's Expertise first. Yeah, that's value, baby. Well, not too sure how solid we can be. Next turn, we can Starnheim into 2/4 that should get us. We don't need to hit this one really hard, as in, we don't need to hit very big on this one. We just need to hit some amount. And if our opponent's reliant on burn, 2/4 might not be a bad proposition. I can always just play the Cosmos out afterwards. Oh, opponent taking it slow. Grim Lava Mancer. Oh, they're okay. They're unloading their hand. Oh, I can swing with this one. Then I can start drawing cards until our opponent hits us. So we will delay it a little bit. Hey, and we have a reset switch if we need it. Oh yeah, we also have Doomscar too, so we have plenty of reset switches. So right now, our opponent is super incentivized to... Okay, that will prevent us from gaining life, but we're about... So opponent wants to nuke us down to 20. Okay, that's one way. That's one way around it. So he'll hit us for for a bit. Probably will not swing with Grim Lavamancer. Could swing with Dragonkin Berserker. That. So I am actually incentivized to Wrath this one. Well, we have a Royal Eruption, but I don't know if we're gonna hit. Opponent can't gain life either, but neither can I. So this one does nothing at this point. I guess I could just Wrath the board. Our opponent already committed like 4 cards at this point. So I'm gonna swing for a few extra hits. Our opponent should be suspicious of this. So we're seeing what our opponent's gonna decide. Yeah, but I'm okay with wiping the board at this point. Because one, it will allow us to hit back 21 and threaten to draw cards. Ooh! Opponent let it through. What kind of madman wipes the board? We'll see. This is either going to be a very brilliant play or quite the opposite. Anyway, we're not going to cast Starnheim Unleashed yet. So we won't be drawing cards quite yet. Opponent is flooded. Okay. Yeah, it's okay, we managed to get there. I guess the control plan is working, especially when our opponent is now living off the top of their deck. They need to have well, it is possible. Star of Extinction will wipe this, but that's one more turn. Storm's Wrath would be a good one. But I am more likely to refill my hand because of Cosmos Elixir. So this one's a very good pick, actually. Yeah. Chandra Awakened Inferno!
Anyone who stands in my way is getting sizzled.
-3, not enough. Probably -X. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I'm actually in this. Well, I'm not gonna. I have no reason to play this one out. So I'm actually gonna hold. Besides, we're gonna draw a card anyway. Hey, Doomscar! Technically, I could have held priority and I would have been able to foretell this, though not that it matters since we're kind of flooded here. Ooh, Captivating Crew. I am gonna just foretell this just in case. And yeah, you know what? We'll let it pass. Our opponent can only take control of one. Oh, we got the seal away too. Well, doesn't help here because it has vigilance, but it does help here. Wow, this is goes for the steal, sure. Goes for the young pyromancer. Okay. I have to give our opponent credit, not giving up. Though we do have other games, so if that was what you're going to do, well, it's a way of showing the hand, I guess. So we know our opponent is super mono red. Danto Vanguard is actually fine here. Mangara the Diplomat is also gonna be fine, especially since our opponent also likes to go wide. What would I cut in exchange for that? I'm not too sure, and since I can't decide, I'm actually gonna leave this as is. Well, we can decide later. But definitely a good thing I did not main Ruin Blaster. That would have been awkward against Mono Red. opponent is looking forward to... Okay, we got Cleansing Nova. We have a Braid. Okay, this is not a bad start, all things considered. We could use more white. So we just need to buy time between the Abrade and the Tajik's Legion. Okay, there's our... Oh yeah, we actually have double white ready. But drawing more lands is not a bad plan here. So opponent is actually kind of torn. They want to overwhelm us. But they also have to... They want to overwhelm us on one hand, but on the other hand, they also need to... Captain Ladry Storm. Nope. So next turn, we actually will play Tajik. Then next turn, we can play Cosmos Elixir to ruin our opponent. Yeah. Mid-range control is usually a lot better than aggro. The reason aggro is good is when you can hit a decent curve and maintain control. Opponent probably just makes the 2/1/1, so we go down to 18. I probably just banishing Light Chandra. I could play Cosmos Elixir to maintain my life total. Okay, opponent draws into Magda and Skewer. Okay. There's also Doomscar, something to take note. Okay, so let's think this through. I am actually fine playing the Cosmos Elixir. If our opponent has to play anything else...
Well, that's rude.
Basically, this one forces our opponent to pull their attention away.
These little guys are great.
The Skewer is forced to aim at Tajik. He cannot aim at anywhere else. That's fine. Plays Magda, I guess. Okay. We can wrath the board. Well, if not now, next turn. Grim Lava Mancer. We definitely want to wrath the board. We can actually wrath it now. So... Or you know what? Since we're not in such a big hurry, we're gonna foretell. Gonna banishing Light Chandra.
Next time, you're toast.
Basically, we have a single card that undoes most of our opponent's efforts. Our opponent will get one token. But the plan here is pretty much wipe Angel. Rampaging Ferocidon. Okay, a little bit greedy, but... Be careful what we click there. We do not want to click the other mode. If our opponent plays one single threat, Angel Sanctions. We have the 6 mana, so if our opponent... Ooh, Sarkhan the Masterless. Is this non-land permanent?
No sword can pierce my...
The safest one is to actually blink the token out. Gain some life. Our opponent will probably hit us for 4, which is fine. It's not that bad. We do need to start drawing cards, but yeah, opponent's not gonna let us off that. Technically, we can actually just block with Angel. We have to decide if we want to just block with Angel. Yeah, I guess I will. Because I'm not returning anything back. It forces our opponent to hit us with burn if they don't want us to draw cards. If our opponent plays creatures afterwards, we can Doomscar. The only caveat is that this, well, I would like a seal away actually. It's much better dealing with this. Opponent goes Captivating Crew. Yeah, we're gonna go for the 1-card draw first. See if we hit anything interesting. Aerial Sponder is... it's not the best draw. We're gonna take a big hit here, but we can do... The Doomscar is gonna be awkward. We'll just take. There's an Angel of Invention, so no, this gives us a 4-tree. I think I'd rather, but considering our opponent has Captivating Crude, that's the last thing I want to give our opponent. So we're gonna go wide. It's our. Now go wide might be bad if our opponent has a sweeper, but I definitely will swing with this one. So, yeah, we're gonna go wide here. Plan is to force our opponent to spend mana activating for this. They can eat. Okay, snipes that instead. Okay, that's fine. That's less damage for them. Also note that they can only activate as a sorcery, so that's one saving grace. So we're just looking out for our pinpoint removal at this point. Not too sure how good that is. Well, we're not drawing better. Yeah, we're incentivized to keep hitting. We're basically waiting for our opponent to drop something so big that we can't answer it, and that's when we Doomscar. Or our opponent to wipe the board, essentially. Or our side of the board, then we can wipe their side. I really want to avoid that because we have a Sarkhan lockdown. Kinda wish we had Elspeth Conquers Death. Awakened Inferno. Now that one is actually... No, that one's actually good. It can wipe these guys out. Oh, it's going for that instead. Makes a dragon. If they swing, we just block with tokens. So I'm actually gonna swing back. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't really matter. I'm just gonna gain the extra life, that's fine. Because the plan is Doomscar. Dragonkin Berserker. Oh, and we can actually snipe Sarkhan if our opponent goes plus. We can actually decide to choose which one to snipe. I'm hoping our opponent does the +2 here. Thundering Rebuke. Ah, that's sad. Well, they kind of had to do it. Okay, giving us the emblem.
I can always do better next time.
Hey, that's a... Okay, now our opponent can start making dragons, which is an issue. Got a treasure map. Let's see if we can start digging our way out of this. Oh, we can dig our way out of this. Opponent most likely makes a dragon. Well, they can also just keep plussing this one, which hurts us more. Ooh, combined with Torban, that really hurts us more. Oh wait, I should have done this done that after. What was I thinking? Well, I guess treasure tokens. So at least we're not being prevented from gaining life, so we're not completely out of this. So making 4, down to 10, down to 9. Back up to 11. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so x equals 4. We will have 1 left over. Now we're going to use this to draw cards. In case of an emergency, I can also use it to... Now I have to be careful because if our opponent just makes a drag... Yeah. That one dragon will... If we attack into this, it hits for 3 damage, but that might be fine. Still taking some damage, but... Ooh, escape. Oh, we hit our own Sarkhan. Oh, we also get to play 2 lands. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's game. Now the opponent well, not quite. Yeah, resolve all. I dealt with it first. And there we go. We managed to survive. Yeah, that second match was a lot closer, but yeah, Cosmos Elixir bought us a lot of time. So aggro control. Who would have thunk? Normally it would be white-black, but white-red is doable with the right cards. Also, Starnheim Unleashed, always good. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we're gonna go... So, if you're tuning in, we hit our first match. That was the first match against Mono Red. It was very good. We're gonna see if we can repeat this level of success. And yeah, we're gonna keep moving things forward. Yeah, traditional cube draft. I probably should have remembered to change the picture. Yeah, I will do turbo draft on YouTube sometime soon. So don't worry about that much. Okay, so we are going into our next match. Giant Killer, Ox of Angonas. This is... Please don't punish me. Please don't punish me when I click this. Punished. So we need to... So we need to hit a white source. Otherwise, yeah, this is gonna go really south. I have to actually double check my white sources. Opponent is on white aggro. Hey, at least we have a turn 2 play. Now we just need something. Now we just need something more relevant than this. I might have actually chosen not to do this, because if I'm gonna do a quick concede, our opponent gets to see this. That's fine. Royal Eruption, that's not fine. I'm gonna wait. Opponent's only shown 2 creatures so far. Not in a real rush to take this out. Opponent gonna beat us down a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna beat us down even more. So more onus on hit. And okay, it returns it tapped. This one just embalms again. Hold on, Gutter Bones. What are the conditions for it to come back? Only if an opponent lost life. So our opponent will get to bring this back. So it's 3 damage if I nuke this one. It's 2 damage if I... Yeah, let's just nuke this one. Our opponent gets to get it back, but we're kind of hurting here, guys. So my best bet is to actually just play these out. So wish I had settled the wreckage, but that's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. Opponent goes for Erection Arena instead, that's fine. Oh, well, really punished. Yeah, we need to hit lots of white here. Well, at least one white, the Fairgrounds Warden buys us time. We can... Also, at the very least, we get to see more of our opponent's deck, if possible. Obosh the Prey Piercer. Combos with here, but not here. Probably should lead on Banishing Light, but... It forces our opponent to play a removal spell first. And I'm still taking 3 I would only take 3 damage. Opponent's really going wide. Perilous Mirror. Okay, so... Actually, this one not looking so good in the light of this. Actually, in some weird way, I'm hoping our opponent rats our board, but we need to... It doesn't matter if we don't draw lands. At least I have a seal away to buy time. Opponent's slightly flooding. Angel of Intervention. Goes wide. Goes wide. Yeah, take out the Perilous Mirror because that's the most likely one to take out the Fairgrounds Warden. Doesn't really matter which one I block. Yeah, I'll be giving back Obot. Okay, hit more mana. Just literally buying time. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, that's actually a bad play. We're gonna concede here. Yeah, we... To think that the pre-mulligan hand was a lot better than this one. I guess I could have mulliganed one more time. So our opponent is going super wide. Yeah, we will play Mangara. Sham's Expertise looks good here. Ancient Invention here. Sanctions, kind of fine. Haven't gotten much use out of the Ox yet, so... I'm going to bin the Ox for now. Now we're going to double check our mana. 16 and 6, we don't need this much red. I'm going to cut 1 mountain, add 1 plains. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is just 10. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is more than the 6 here, though I did just cut 1 double red, so that's probably why. So some mana adjustments here. The first hand was kind of the first mana build is okay with the Ox sec. No, probably not with this one. Okay, so at least we have an Abrade and a treasure map, so I'm willing to keep this one. I don't need to play the Sun Petal Grove out yet, so... So I want to play treasure map. I just want to keep... I want to set the scry up. I can basically scry and hold up a braid on the turn after, so that's fine. Archfiend's Vessel. That's fine. Yeah, this is the kind of good aggro. Well, it also helped that we got really punished on our mana. Opponent foretells. If they have their own Starnheim Unleashed, I'm gonna be a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Remembrance. We'll snipe the token first. No, we'll snipe the Archfiend's Vessel first. Then we can Banishing Light the Bastion. Yeah, save the Angel of Sanctions for his son. Aerial Responder is good, actually. So I can actually just play Tajik. worry about this much later. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll worry about that later. This might be a mistake though. We'll see. I don't mind if our opponent just blocks now, so we get that trigger over with. More likely our opponent holds fast. Also note that this only prevents non-combat damage, so actual combat damage and other things. Stone Coil Serpent. Ooh. Perfect target for Ancient Angel Sanctions. Yeah, so when it comes back, it dies. It dies and it triggers Bastion of Remembrance, but it is what it is. So next turn I can Aerial Responder, play Treasure Map. So at least we managed to get some control again. Opponent, ooh, actually is running blue as well. Could this be... Oh, they had their own Doomscar. Okay, so gets 2 triggers. That's fine. So activate ability. I really don't need the land deep. So we probably just play the aerial. I probably just play the aerial responder right now. We'll hold the tokens. We'll hold the treasures. We need card draw at this rate. Opponent might have removal. If we're just trading removal, it's perfectly fine. Elspeth Sun's Nemesis. I thought I put you in the bottom. Oh wait, no, I think it's the other one. So we don't have a triple red.
No quest is easy.
Yeah, let's start some card draw. It might open up some plans. Remember, we have a lot of sorceries here. Clifftop Retreat, Farming. Okay, no need for that quite yet. Remember, Charming Prince on this one is a bad idea because this is now going to be a token. God Pharaoh's Gift. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Okay, gain some life back. But remember, this is a token, so... Hold on. It's from your graveyard, so it's only one way. That's the good news. I'm willing to do this because our opponent really doesn't have much in the graveyard quite yet. That's a good one. We'll hold that. Opponent... Technically, they can get the Stone Coil Serpent. They're just choosing not to. I can wipe this, but it wipes my it brings Elspeth back out. Might be worth considering. First, let's draw a card. Yeah, our opponent hasn't figured out they can just do this for the 4/4. Let's go wide. Our opponent already used the Doomscar. I don't know if it means they have another one or not. Exile. No, we're gonna scry. Declaration Stone's good. We don't need the planes anymore. Yeah, we're just playing the control game, guys. It's not the best play, but it's kind of worthwhile. Ministrant of Obligation. Our opponent really wants this to die. I got bad news for our opponent. Hey, gets a clue. Also need to... Oh, it's only creatures they control though, so I don't mind wiping the board. And we got our win there, so now let's see if we can survive the next one. We now know our opponent is running some blue. Adanto, Vanguard, Pride Conquerors. We don't have any real outs. I would love to run this, but not this mana. I guess we run this back. Warrant Warden is also another possibility we can run, actually. It's a simple matter of just adding the Hallowed Fountain, and considering our opponent has a lot of token creatures, I'm definitely keeping this one. Turn 2 Charming Prince, turn 3 Legion. Turn 3 Tajik Legions and turn 4 Mangara. Scry 2, let's set up our... We need at least one more land considering we have a lot of 5. So we're looking for one land. This figure, typical. Okay, Sram's expertise doesn't really fit here. The Royal Eruption is kind of fine though. Okay, we'll take the Royal Eruption, though I probably should, because we don't need the 5th mana quite yet. And if our okay, it's just Oketra's Monument, so we can kind of erase this. If our opponent goes for removal on this, it's sad, but it's fine. Yeah, opponent takes it because they know I can just first strike it. We did hit our mana though, so we can now go Sarkhan, we now go Angel of Sanctions. We have multiple options. Opponent goes Obosh. Doesn't work with this. I'm actually gonna go Sarkhan first. Make a dragon. And hope our opponent decides to swing. If our opponent swings with this, I might just block with Mangara and the dragon, I guess. Bit sad. Hoping our opponent attacks with everything. Nope, opponent attacks with nothing. Oh, there you go. That's an nice auto concede. So we actually so we just needed to hit 5 mana. We had the Starnheim Unleashed ready in hand, but we didn't have to rush that immediately. So not bad. At least we made back our money's worth. So now we have one more match to go. We're gonna see how well we do this time. Need to take a breath. Take a breather. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna see how well this last matchup does. Okay. Kinda wish there's a way to improve the quality control of the video right now. It looks better when I'm... Okay, so... Very slow. We're literally begging for a land, but we have a treasure map, so I'm willing to... I'm gonna take a chance and keep this. Which might be the last mistake I'm ever gonna... Well, not last mistake. There's gonna be at least one more game after this, so I could still make more mistakes afterwards. So... Giant... Okay, we hit the land. That's the good news. So... Play this out first. No. I have no idea if we're expecting small creatures or large creatures. We're definitely playing treasure map turn 2. Turn 3, we will run out the History of Benalia, start getting a little aggro on our plate. Does our opponent have a counter spell? They probably do, in which case treasure map is not the worst thing I can lose. Censor. Ooh, okay, but... Okay, opponent got their value. It does, and they got the Foretell, so it clears the way for this, so I'm actually very happy. So it also sets up that next turn we can go Tajik, so I keep pronouncing as if... Okay, Cosmos Elixir. Oh, wow. Okay, we got... Okay, now we're on the... We got erased, guys, so... This is a knight? No, it's a soldier. So the next turn, he doesn't actually get to mentor any of these guys. Thoughtseize. We probably lose Escape to the Wilds. Oh, we lose Angel of Invention. Okay. Doomscar. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the... This game might take a while. Raven's Warning makes a... Oh, this is gonna take a long while. Oh, we can only nuke the... Oh, that's fine. Nuke the creature. And we get to draw cards first. Oh, and we get to upgrade it too. Oh, we get to upgrade it next turn. I'm actually hoping our opponent drops something big so we can Giant Killer Abrade. It's a fairy. Okay, not so much that. So they get to gain their life, but... He's looking... I don't know if there's a way to protect that. But so I am now in the lookout for my Banishing Light. Not that. Opponent gets to get a card from outside the game, so that is going to be relevant. They might actually have an answer to this. At least we drew 2 cards off it, so it's not too bad. It really limits what our opponent can get. They have to decide if they want to counter this or prevent me from hitting this. Drop something big so that just to get this out of the way. It's also put on top of library, so they're not drawing it quite yet. Well, they can draw it. Thief of Sanity. They probably have a hostage taker somewhere along those lines. Ooh, they're Starnheim Unleashed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm just gonna cast Escape to the Wilds now. Let's see if this elicits a response. I kinda wanna play this, but our opponent could just remove it. They might have a counter spell. That would probably be their last card. Though it'd be odd since they went to counter. They did not counter the... Or they even ditched the Solemn. Okay, they got a clue. So at least we get to slow this down slightly. Not so much. Oh, we hit the Banishing Light. Okay, so we have an out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have 1 extra mana. Opponent's just discarding mana. They're looking for some big out here. We're probably gonna draw. Actually, we're probably gonna draw more cards than our opponent, so we have to win quickly. Oh wait, what did our opponent do? Heliod's Intervention. Okay, it stops us from drawing cards, which is kind of fine. He's probably looking for a counter spell at this point. If he loses the Teferi, it's gonna be hard to come back. Discards the disallow. Oh, the mana was a problem for our opponent. Okay, I might as well play this one. Doomscar or no Doomscar. Opponent might just have spot removal. Yeah, spot removal's fine. But at least we managed to answer everything our opponent's done so far. What did opponent thirst for me? Drawing more cards. And having to discard land, so not going so great. Ruin Crab? Okay, that might be a problem for us. One, two. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Just gonna foretell. I need to be careful playing this. I probably won't even show the Ox. So opponent living off the top. If they hit a land, it's a land. If they hit something else, the Ruin Crab does nothing. So we're relatively reasonable shape. Okay, hits a land. Oh, they see our rats. Let's destroy this. Yeah, we're not casting this quite yet. This might be a big trump card. Direction Arena. So we'll see what our opponent's able to dish back out. I have to remember that Teferi's tutelage. Oh, they're really just gonna mill us out, eh? So this might be an issue. So they draw a card, discard a card, mill us down to 5. 4. Oh wow, this is gonna be close. Kinda wish I had that Royal Eruption. Trial of Ambition. Now technically I could have sacrificed this to nuke Teferi's tutelage. We can still do that technically. No, it exiles it. I needed to hit the graveyard, so that's not a great plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So X equals 5. That said, I think this is game. Yeah, we needed to nuke this one. I should have let the crab go. Yeah, this was not great. Yeah, it's good game. We goofed that one. That was a mistake. We're starting to make mistakes now, so we have to be careful. Yeah, the correct sacrifice was Angel of Sanctions. I was thinking we would. So since our opponent's not exactly attacking us with a lot of creatures, negate Warrant, Castle Vantress, nah. Golden Egg draws us a card. Chromatic Orrery fixes our colors. We're probably not gonna play the Ox. They did have mana issues, so I might actually swap it Goblin Ruin Blaster. We'll see if that pans out. Oh, I forgot to adjust the mana. Well, not quite. Well, not really. It's technically I should have adjusted the mana. So well, our opponent's not exactly fast either, so I'm willing to keep this one. It's a risk though. Yeah, the Cleansing Nova is actually good if our opponent hits Tutelage in Direction Arena. Okay, now we're Okay, now we can start regretting our mistakes now. In hindsight, I could have easily just cut the forest altogether. I did not need a basic forest. I had no way of searching for a basic forest. Land. Okay. Not completely punished. So we're still looking for a red source. Preferred to Fairy's tutelage. So we lose 2 cards. Those are fine. Not drawing a land is not fine, but the Banishing Light is fine. So our opponent had the... Well, actually between that and the Thief of Sanity, they had a mill sub-team. Solemn Simulacrum. Now, well, that fixes their mana issues. Need to hit 1 more mana, if even just to get the Cosmos. Yes, we hit the Cosmos Elixir. We're gonna smack the Cosmos Elixir down. Because we need to start drawing some cards. That said, our opponent doesn't have a lot of creature threats, so Skyclave. Okay, triggers it again. We have an interesting trick though. If I can draw another mana, I can give up. Okay, drew the other mana, so I need to decide, do I... Because our opponent also has counter spells, which is an issue. Let's see if our opponent has it. We definitely want to keep them off blue. Supreme Will. They did have one counter, so we got that out of the way. That's good. Still drawing card. Well, we're actually kind of helping our opponent here, so... Well, at least we lost... Dream Render. Ooh, that's a bad one. Okay, that... Let's see if our opponent counters this. I'm assuming our opponent's gonna just go counter, counter. No, it does not counter. So... Mentor is good. And we'll see what our opponent throws in front. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to spend mana then. We'll play the Fairgrounds Warden. We'll probably just nuke. Nope. But we're getting those out of the way, which is fine. So now we need to see if we can beat our opponent fast enough. We're down to 8 cards. That might be an issue. I now need to snipe this, which is actually fine since we have Cleansing Nova. So the question is, if our opponent's last card is another counter spell. We'll see. We managed to reset the world. Opponent now resets their end of world but gives us a 3/3 token, so that's fine. Ruin Crab. Okay, so they still haven't. So we're still not out of the woods yet. Like, we draw... One more mill kills us, so no So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're probably dead anyway. Because let's see, this gets us 4 power no matter what. Although
Feel the liquefy. Your
this
end has arrived.
I think our opponent's, if our opponent has the land, so be it. We kind of goofed up on that first game, but the second game is, oh, Cosmos Elixir. They had the land. Yeah, that was a good game. Well, we got milled out. That was probably the one thing we could not handle, but otherwise we did just fine. We managed to hold our own for the most part. We did very well against the aggro matchups. Our control food, not so much. Then again, Boros colors, not exactly control. So at least I got my 4,000 gold back. So nothing too lost except for, yeah, more gems. And a bunch of uncommons, not too shabby. So we have enough gems to prepare for the coming of Strixhaven at least. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and whatnot. Yes. Again, thank you for thanks to Jericho Ilaga and thanks to Ralph Rivera for saying hi. Thanks to also to Alexander Bauer for liking the video. Thanks to Jason Cornwall for following us. Indeed, really hope to see you guys again when we get to Strixhaven. Until then, thank you very much for watching. So stay safe, God bless. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. Now I just need to move the mouse and stop.